how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 3 of my personal. Come on, guys. Let's take it easy, huh? That's Atlas and my dog Luna. They guard the Jordans. Anyway, yeah, episode 3. First 2 episodes we covered 80s Star, Fleer, and Hoops. Now we're moving on to SkyBox. So SkyBox started out in the 90-91 season. This is the base card for that set. There were no inserts for the first year SkyBox came out. There was, however, this prototype card, which is much rarer than what you see here in the base card. You can find these in a high grade, like a PSA 8 or higher. They're worth, they're fairly valuable. So that's the first year, 90-91. Moving on to the second year, 91-92. Here's one of the base cards here. This is the Canadian minis. All these here are part of the base set. These here, that's part of the Canadian, or not the Canadian, but the Mark and C minis. And this is, again, part of the base set. And these here are also Mark and C minis. These are the panels for the Dream Team. This is the team photo. And yeah, these are both PSA 8s. They're fairly large. So I know I showed you guys my my jam session collection last time. Clear jam session. So if you compare the two, you know, they're quite a bit larger actually than what you see in the talls. So yeah, I really like those. Those are really nice to have here in the collection. Okay, a few more base sets here, or a few more base cards here. And we've got these two here for as far as the Olympics go. So that concludes 91-92. Now moving on to 92-93. Here's our base cards here. This is the School Ties insert, Team USA. And then here's this 1992 Dream Team SkyBox set. This was kind of like this was a separate set from what you could buy as far as the SkyBox packs. And these came in different packs. And then this team card here is pretty cool. I recently discovered this one like about 2 years ago when I started picking up my collection again as far as my passion for it. So really excited to have all these. So yeah, that takes care of everything for 92-93. Now moving on to 93-94. Here's our 2 cards in the base set. This is the promo card. Differences on the back. There's no number on it. I'll show you guys the difference in that in a different video. Here's the Showdown Series versus Drexler insert card. Dynamic Dunks insert card, center stage, and that's everything for 93-94. We skipped 94-95. Well, there is a set called the SkyBox Emotion for 94-95. There's 2 cards in that. There's 2 Jordans for that set. I've got those in slabs. I'll show those to you later on in the video. But right now we're just doing the parent SkyBox SkyBox cards here. So 95-96. So we've got 2 cards here in the base set. And then we've got our inserts here. These 2 here are my favorite for this season. This is the Meltdown, larger than life, a lot of foil. I really enjoy these 2 cards. This one right here is way more valuable than this one because it's way more rare. So that's 95-96. So overall we've got 5 cards. Moving on to 96-97. This is the 96-97 larger than life. This is a very rare card, really hard to find. And I got lucky and scored one of these on Fanatics a couple months ago. I'm really excited to have it. I'm really glad to have this in the collection. I think the print run on this is like, I think it's around 400. So it's the rarest card of everything in the 96-97 set. So here are the actual, here's the 2 cards in the base set for the 96-97, as well as the Rubies Parallel. This is the prequel to the 97-98 Rubies, which are far more valuable than the 96-97 Rubies. And unfortunately, I don't have those for 97-98. I wish I did, but yeah, those are becoming almost unattainable at this point. They're really hard to get. I'll talk more about those later. So next page, triple threats. We've got net sets, Golden Touch, which actually is probably my favorite insert for the 96-97. It's not the rarest. The Larger Than Life is the rarest and the most valuable, but this is a very close second. And then, of course, the Thunder and Lightning. There's a card that actually goes inside it. It's Scottie Pippen. And I think I sent the Pippen off for grading with SGC. But yeah. So that's everything for 96-97. Now finally 97-98. Here's our 2 base cards. And again, I do not have the Rubies parallels for these 2. They're really cool cards. I think the print run's like 50. So they're really hard to get, very rare. They're in like the hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to get one. So yeah. Maybe one day when I'm an executive vice president, I'll be able to afford one. But anyway, here's our 97-98 Golden Touch. So if I can compare the 2 from 96-97, 97-98, I think I like the 96-97 slightly better, but it's really close. I love both of them. But moving on here to the Thunder and Lightning, the 97-98 is clearly superior to the 96-97 in terms of desirability, and I agree. I think, now I've never tried this, but I think these will glow in the dark. And my dogs are still playing. Luna, hey, knock it off. Hey, sweetie. Atlas, knock it off. I'm pretty sure these, I think these, I guess they're just lightning or something. Or I think they glow in the dark. I've never tried that before. And here's the Silky Smooth. And then there's also a Silky Smooth that doesn't have the netting. I've seen those pop up very rarely on Fanatics, and I still need to get a copy of one of those. I thought I had one a couple months ago, but I lost the auction right at the very last minute. But that one is obtainable. Then this one here is the Competitive Advantage. If I can zoom in here, I can show you that too. Well, I can't really focus. It's also a die cut. And then here's the Premium Players. Kind of like a refractor light finish, very nice card. So yeah, and so here's the And One. Pulled this one out just so we could take a look at it. So this is kind of like an envelope. And I believe that this was actually inside this at one point. I need to confirm that, but I think these two go together. But yeah, so that's everything as far as the SkyBox parent sets go from 90-91 to 97-98, which again, this is where I have a hard stop on my Jordan collection. So now we're going to move on to the SkyBox Z-Force, which came out in 96-97. So here's a base card. Here's the Z-Cling Parallel. And here's the Zuperman, which is also part of the base set. Then here's the Vortex insert card, which is actually a really cool. It's kind of an embossed card. Very nice. Big Men on Court, which is a very iconic card, by the way. I remember when I was in middle school, when this set came out in 96-97, I was obsessed with this card. Like I wanted a copy of it so bad. And I was finally able to get one here about 2 years ago. as well as the extremely rare Z-Pete Parallel. This right here has a print run of 250, so very rare, and it's also in really good, these are in really good condition too. So I'm really excited to have both of these. And then we've got the Slam Cam, which is actually probably his most popular card, other than the Big Men on Court in this set. It's got a really nice refractor-like finish, very valuable. These two are very valuable as well. So yeah, so that's the 96-97 Z-Force, now 97-98. So we got our two cards in the base set here. And then this is the Rave Parallel, or Parallels I should say, for the base and the Superman base. There's also a what they call a Super Rave for the Superman. The print run's only 50. I do not have a copy of that. These aren't nearly as expensive as the Rubies in the 97-98 SkyBox Premium, but they're still pretty expensive. They're about half the price, I would say, of the Rubies. Would love to have one. This right here is a placeholder for the 97-98 Big Men on Court. It's the sequel to the 96-97 Big Men on Court. My man Jordan's All Day Every Day has one of those that I've been trying to get from him, but he's refusing to come down on price, but I'm going to keep working him. And then here's the Rave Review, very popular card, by the way. Really nice insert for this set. Has a really nice finish. Then here's the limited access, the Z-Boss, and this is the Super Boss, and this is the Quick Strike. So the Quick Strike, these are really, really hard to find that don't have any of those little bitty black dots on them. If you can find one without any surface imperfections like that, it's extremely rare. These are very, very condition sensitive, the Quick Strikes are. So good luck with that. Okay, so we've covered the SkyBox Premiums, or the SkyBox parent sets that I like to call them, Z-Force. Now we're going to move on to what I call the SkyBox E-Series, starting with the E-Motion, then we're going to go to the EXL, EX2000, and EX2001. All of those I have in slabs, so we'll do those next. And here is the last, but certainly not least, of the SkyBox cards. I mentioned earlier the 94-95 SkyBox Emotion. This is the base, and this is the Intense insert. I was going to send this one off to SGC for grading, but I found a really good deal online for an SGC 9 already. So this one's listed on the website for sale. If you're interested, but you don't like the price, send me an offer, and I'm sure we can negotiate something out. Moving on to 95-96, this is where it transfers from Emotion to EXL. So here's the base with the black border. Here's the blue border parallel. Here's the No Boundaries, and here's the Natural Born Thrillers. This one by far and away is the most valuable card out of all four of these for 95-96. And then 96-97, this is where it goes from EXL to EX2000. Base card, and there's three others in this set. There's the Credentials Parallel, which I don't have. The A Cut Above, which I used to have, but sold it recently, and the Net Assets. I had that one recently as well. I had them all except for the Credentials. The reason why I sold the A Cut Above and the Net Assets is I needed that cash for other acquisitions I wanted to make. And then finally, 97-98, this is where it goes from EX2000 to EX2001. Base card, and there's two Credentials. There's the red and the green. Extremely valuable, and yeah, probably not going to get those anytime soon. Then we got Gravity Denied, which is a really cool die cut card with that little circle right here in the middle. That's almost looks like you can put that on a keychain or something. No, I wouldn't do that. And other than the two credentials, the red and the green, there's also a Jambalaya. That one is still attainable in terms of its price. So I'm going to try to snag that one or a copy of one. Hopefully I can get it around in a PSA 8 or higher. But yeah, so that takes care of SkyBox. We're going to move on to Topps next. So if you guys like these videos, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys when we cover Topps. Thanks.